Betty White is experiencing her own personal renaissance, fueled by fans who could be her grandchildren. But comedy is timeless, and she gets the joke, as Vicki Maybury discovered when she went on the town with the last of the Golden Girls.
Betty White in Life with Elizabeth.
Betty White's illustrious acting career has spanned longer than any other. She got her start on radio and then moved to television, where she has since starred in countless shows. She has remained a household icon, never disappearing from our television screens. White is most noted for her sharp-tongued sense of humor, always entertaining and never failing to make her audience laugh out loud.
Can you believe that backstabbing slut?
Although Betty White's career has never dwindled, a new generation failed to immediately recognize how truly remarkable a TV figure she has proven to be. That is, until she starred on the top Super Bowl commercial of 2010. With her popularity growing, her new fans took to Facebook.
Facebook is a great way to connect with old friends. Well, at my age, if I want to connect with old friends, I need a Ouija board.
People have called her newfound popularity a renaissance, although White does not see it quite that way.
I've been working steady for 63 years, but everybody says, oh, it's such a renaissance. Maybe I went away and didn't know it.
Okay, 1, 2. Whatever the case may be, people of all ages recognize the truly remarkable person Betty White is. She continues to work on television, currently starring on the TV Land series Hot in Cleveland, and has her own NBC show entitled Betty White's Off Their Rockers. Not only is White active in her television career, but she also works with a number of different animal rights and advocacy organizations, one of them being the Los Angeles Zoo Commission.
Do you feel like if you weren't an actress, you would be working here at the zoo?
Oh, growing up, first I wanted to be a forest ranger, and girls couldn't be forest rangers back then. And then I thought, oh, but I want to be a zookeeper. Well, back then, girls weren't zookeepers either. But I wound up a zookeeper.
Betty White is truly passionate about all animals, often visiting with the creatures she cares so deeply for.
Billy.
Come on, darling. Come on, sweetheart. Good boy. Good boy. Well, thank you for coming up here.
She regularly visits the Los Angeles Zoo, genuinely interested and knowledgeable about each and every one of the animals.
There's a certain breeding age that it's a very, very serious situation. But we'll find her for you, Billy, I promise.
You're going to find him you're like a matchmaker.
Absolutely.
Like the elephant matchmaker.
As Betty White makes her rounds, she befriends each resident of the zoo.
You are pretty adorable, but I bet you know it.
She bonds with all furry things, even a cameraman's pet.
Baby. I'm thinking of breeding them.
As she is practically a zookeeper herself, we can sometimes forget that she is a living icon for all.
That's a nice.
You're driving through here or you stop and all these people want to take your picture.
Oh,
and
they're all so nice.
They're young enough to be my grandchildren almost.
Oh, well, I'm the oldest old broad on the face of the earth. I'm 88 and a half. And a lot of these people, the kids have grown up with me, and their parents have grown up with me, and their grandparents have grown up with me. I'm a fixture as far as they're concerned, so that's why they kind of feel that we're, close.
And Betty White continues to be a household name. She has never stopped her work behind the camera, remaining the witty comedian we have always known her to be.
Victoria's having a senior moment.
Betty White is having anything but a senior moment.
That's not a phone, dear.
We're just singing them off. I mean, this stuff just comes to you, and it's a little bit risque.
I have a bawdy sense of humor. I have to keep my mental editor awake at all times, and sometimes he dozes off.
Anything in showbiz that you want to do that you haven't?
I always have one answer for that question. That's Robert Redford.
You mean you want to star opposite Robert?
That's not necessarily what I meant, but if that's
For the decades that Betty White has worked, she has never failed to be anything less than hilariously amazing. Her passion is evident in all that she does, an extraordinary woman in every way.